Hey there, Amazon friends. It's your boy Kalo Star from Kalo Star's Favorite Things. I've got a beautiful new product review. It's a ceiling fan and light. Look at this. It has retractable ceiling fan blades. Look at that. See how they're like all curled around there like that? You can actually put them away and then it displays the beautiful light. So this is what the light looks like. See the light? See the beautiful light there? All those bulbs? This is gonna be my challenge. So this is the base unit right here. It is so beautiful and I'm excited to put it together. And I'm a little intimidated because it's so many parts. But look at the globe. Look at the globe. Isn't that beautiful? That's the globe for each one of those little hang lights right here. And you see that that's like where the bulb goes right here. Gotta be really careful with these. They're all glass. And then it has like this little LED bulb. There's a bunch of these bulbs. I was like, what kind of bulb goes in this thing? But look, it's got an LED bulb like this for each one of those little globes. So they'll be fitting inside of here when you put the unit on, and then you have this little LED light. I hope these lights are easy to find, but they look like they're pretty standard, but they last pretty long. But look how that goes in there, and that gives you that beautiful look right there. So that's the glow part of it and the light part of it. So I'm a little bit intimidated by this, guys, and this is my first reason. Here's this big old fan with all these parts, and you get this little bitty installation booklet. Luckily, they have an installation video I saw online, so I'll be able to do that. So let me show you how the arms look. So this is one of the arms where the lights come out. I'll just open up one of them here and show you how this is. So you have the little arms. Each one of these, this is going to be the hardest part, is getting these all in there and getting the wires all hidden, because the globe will fit on each one of these, right? So your globes will be fitting on this. See that? So that makes this beautiful. So can you imagine the beauty of this ceiling fan? It's gonna be the light's gonna be very beautiful light with those bulbs on it like that. So you have that. So the challenge is going to be to get these all in there, get the wiring all done, and get it up on the wall. Now, I'm pretty good at wiring these things. It's pretty easy wiring. The hardest part is being able to put all this up high, and I'll probably need a helper more than likely, because it's a little heavy. It's a little heavy, but I like that, the ornateness of that. What else is in here? There's plenty of hardware in here, guys. Very intimidating, very intimidating. And I mean, this is the hanging bar that hangs down. Stuff like that is in here. Oh, and of course it's remote control. So you get your remote control right here. It's right here. And what else is in here? Then you have this is the main deal. So hopefully this bracket right here, this is the bracket that's gonna be up there in your junction box, and where it's gonna slide, the ball of it will slide over here like so. So this is the main gusp of it. So once you get this up there, all you gotta do really is just slide your deal here, and it's secure, and then you can do all of your wiring and stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be the challenge here, as to getting this all together. But it looks very scary. Here are all the bulbs that come with it. All of the bulbs that come with it. Yeah. And everything in here is You know, I saw the installation video and I watched it a couple of times. I'm gonna watch it again. Of course, you get all your electrical stuff in here that you might need, you know, but it should be not too hard. So we will see how everything goes here. But this is the beautiful, beautiful light. Show it to you one more time. See that? Isn't that beautiful? That is what we're going for. Yeah, get to that. So I'm going to install it, and I want you to stay with me and see what we come up with as I hang it. Yeah, but look at that little bitty manual. I'm kind of disappointed in that. That doesn't look too good to me to do anything. I give grades on manuals, and I give this a D. Look at that, it's so small, and it looks, I don't know, could have done better with this, with a project like that, but that's what we got. We're gonna see how we do it. Did I show you all the beautiful parts? I think I showed you all the beautiful parts. So there you go, guys. So stay with me as we put this together. This beautiful, beautiful ceiling fan slash light fixture with retractable blades. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this works. All right, stay with me. Okay, before I get started, I've got all of the parts laid out here. Yes, they gave you some gloves even for, you know, for the static thing here. Here's all of the arms. Yes, screws, deals, bracket, everything is right here. And of course the bulbs are under here. That'll be the last thing that I add will be the bulbs. So they're all right there. So we're gonna get this thing moving and start to going. So this is what we got to do, guys. Looks intimidating, but we're gonna get it done. So stay with me. All right, so trying to follow the manual. The manual just really is a diagram, guys. This is really, they recommend that you get an electrician to do it. So the diagram is very small and it doesn't give you really good steps. It is almost virtually hard to follow it, period. So I did go to the listing in Amazon and there is a installation video, but it doesn't cover everything, but it's enough for me to get started. So I watched it intensively and I was able to see how things go. Now, one thing that I do know from doing lights before is there's always a black and a white. And those are the two main things that'll be coming out of your ceiling. So you have to get all that together. So right now, I am just positioning the wires inside of the casing and getting them all screwed to the casing. You get those little casings there. And that's where you put your actual light barriers there. Now, this is another day, guys, another night later, because this thing has gotten me so frustrated because I've messed up a couple of times and I'm trying to get the bar part done and everything. It was so confusing. I couldn't find a video and I finally went to YouTube and I found a video of a guy that had a light that was just about 95% this light, but it didn't have a fan. So some of the wiring was going to be different. So then what I decided is that I know that all the whites go together and all the blacks go together. So I just kind of stayed with that and made sure that as I was putting this thing together, that you get those connections right with what's black and what's white and making sure that those are all connected. You have 2 layers of white. So basically you put all the whites together, you hook them together, then you thread it to the next level, a tier of lights, and you have another black and a white, and then you put those all together. So it's kind of a big daisy chain of just making sure all the whites and the black wires are connected and capped. And you put them on the casings and everything. So here I am putting it on the casing right there, and I'm telling you, I messed up so many times because it's so tedious because there's really no good directions. You don't know if you're using the right parts. So it's just something, some things are just not made for everybody to do. But if you're gadgety and you've done electrician stuff before, it's going to be second nature for you, you know. But so far, I think I got the knack of it. I watched that video, I'm sure, about 20 times, at least, plus the YouTube. All right, so it's all put together. Had my friend, they helped me put it up there. So now I'm at a point where I can actually put bulbs in. Yes, guys, after all that work, this is a whole nother day. I'm putting the bulbs in. I got frustrated the night before, but today I'm putting it up. I just don't like leaving things undone. And so the bulbs will just snap in there, and then I got it on. Look how beautiful it is. I'm adding the globes to them. When you put the globes over them, it looks like the globes are actually around light bulbs, but it's not. They're little bitty LED bulbs that snap in there, and then you just put the actual globes over the top, and they make this beautiful, beautiful light, which looks really, really cool. Isn't that beautiful? I'm already loving it. It's so bright though. There's no dimmer switch. So you're going to have a dimmer switch put on your switch on the wall or something, because the remote does not dim at all. So you'd have to get an LED dimmer switch to make that work. All right, so I am finally finished with it. It came out just beautiful. Very beautiful, beautiful light. And it comes with a remote control. Yes, you have a remote control where you can control the fan and stuff like that. But it doesn't have a dim on here, so you have to probably get a dimmer switch or something on the actual, but it doesn't have a dimmer. It's really bright, but it's beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, it is. Now, I'm going to be square with you, and this was very, very challenging to do. Let me talk to you. So the directions that comes with it is really not directions. It's more of a diagram. And it kind of recommends you to get an electrician to do it, which I recommend you to do it too. It wasn't too hard that a person like myself who does gadgets can figure out. But for the normal person, you're not going to want to do this. You're not going to want to do it. It's a little bit tedious to put together. It took me a long time. I did this over 2 days. Yeah, over 2 days, and had little problems here and there. That's just me being a novice and not knowing exactly how this whole thing works and everything, but I figured it out. But there's not a lot of documentation. It's the reason why I said that. I had to find people on YouTube that had similar fans to do it. So if you're gonna buy this, I recommend you getting like you a TaskRabbit or a little electrician to do it, so you don't have to fool with all that. But those of you that know electricity and can do that kind of stuff, it's not terribly hard. It's not terribly hard. As long as you keep this going white to white, black to black. So it's always those wires go together. That's how you got to remember it on all the different layers of wires. All the whites go together, all the darks go together. That's how you have to remember and think about when you're putting together this kind of wiring. But all in all, I love the product. It's beautiful. It is very beautiful. And I'm glad that I got it, because it really, really, really made my living area nice and beautiful. So it's a beautiful product all in all. So there you go, guys. Another great product that has been tested and approved by Kalo Star's Favorite Things. You have an awesome day. Bye.
Wow.